Okay, I used a jigsaw to actually cut the angles out. Not too shabby. Okay, remember it's spare wood, it's scrap wood, so it doesn't look as great as you want. It's up to you if you want to sand it too. I'm not worried about that. It's going to be up in the attic. Okay, if anything, you know, I might put some something over this to hide it if it's going to be out, or I don't know. Anyway, this is the first step. I'm probably going to reinforce it by putting a block up here, a block here, and a block here. I haven't thought about that yet, but it's important that you line it up, find out where it's going to be, tap in some nails. Now, I did, rather than using the finishing nails that I had before, I got these panel nails, and they work pretty good. All you're doing is to tack it down so the glue adheres. So I'm going to let this sit for about an hour or so it really works out good before I turn it over and work on the other side. So patience is a virtue with this. That's why I'm walking through these things step by step. As you see, these things aren't quite lining up. I'm going to have to force them when I do the nailing. So I'm going to put the first piece I cut in and line it up the best I can. Okay, to the edge. Okay, and I want to take a look at. That's going to fit right there and move this one over. So this has to come over some more. So I'm going to put these on the edge. I'm going to just slam them in. Okay, I'm going to force, well, that's not going all the way in now, over there, but it'll have to do. That means that this one probably won't slide in very well. Not working out quite the way I want it to, but that's all right. That's all right. Not quite the way I want it, because it's not coming together quite right, but that's okay. That's it. That's about the best it's going to be, I think. Let's slide this guy over some. That's the way it's going to be. Definitely not a professional job. Good old nails. I love nails. I'm a computer technician. I keep telling myself that. The heck with it. One's in. Okay, that's down. That's going to have to be it. I can care less how level it is. All right, but that's both sides are now curing. I'm going to let that sit for a while. And then this is the bottom. It's going to be turned back over, and we just start drilling all the holes and put the hardware on. Now I'm getting ready to put the first one in. I drilled all my holes. I used a small drill bit as a pilot. Do not go all the way through. If you do, no big deal. Okay, I'm using screws that are, I'm not sure how big these are, probably 1/2-inch screws that has a hex head on them, so I put that on the drill. I preset the screw in the hole first to get a good fit, and then I pulled it back out. And what I'm doing here now is I have the antenna leads. I have the wire cut long enough to wrap around the screw. All right, the washer is on top of it. All right, and then I'm actually going underneath the wire because I want to be on top of the wire with one lead, and on the bottom of the wire with the other lead pointing the other way. That way I have good connection. One way or the other, I have good connection on that. And that's the key thing, to have good connection. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to set it in the first one. If all goes well here, shouldn't have a problem. If your leads go off center, you can always arrange them before you tighten down. And see, that's I might have to finger tighten it first. This is really a one-person job, okay? So if you have somebody helping you, be patient with them if they're holding it. No need to get upset or anything. So I'm going to put that like that, and then I'm going to tighten this down. If I put it tighten, start to tighten. So it's tight. Okay. I'm going to bring this up. Bring this up. I'm doing the inside first because we don't want to have to go by these. Okay, so that's in there. It's not going to move. It's in there real good. And if you want, you can bend these out toward that way. So right now I'm bending these towards you. So they're off the wood. Okay, and straighten it out as much as I can. Keep them in line. And that's it. This is going to run down to the next one down here. Okay, and then run to the lead. Okay, and then this is going to come from the other one and be connected to the other one that's going to be on the outside. So I'm going to install all of these. You saw how I did that one. And if you want, what I'll do is when I start on the outside, I'll show you what the inside looks like. Now I have two color wires. One is white, one is black. You can use speaker wires. You can use any wires you want. The very important thing you need to remember is that there's only two leads here on the pickoff point. So one that's going to hook up to this is going to be white and one's going to be black. So you need to make sure if you're using the same kind of wire on both that you have this, the inner is going to be white and the outer is going to be black. That's the easiest way to do that. Now I've finished putting all the internal antennae up and running the wires down to a single point. All right. Now I'm going to bring you around over here. And something to actually note is I use a terminal for this because it's hard to get all those wires wrapped around one screw. I also did not use a washer. Okay, I didn't use a washer to mesh it down like I did out on these things. Okay, all right, so the reason for that is it's hard to keep all those wires underneath the washer compressed down, and you don't even know if it's having good contact. Another thing is you never want these two touching each other. Okay, so we're going to have this one over there, and this is a good way just to keep them, and I'm going to actually have this coming out that way when it's done. All right, so it comes straight off like this, but the wires are going to be on that side. All right, so this is all the white wires. They're all done. They're all tied into each other, and they're on one side. So now we're going to work on the outside ones. All right, you can pause the video, by the way, anytime. I'm going to say this in the intro, too, because this is a very long video. Well, happy to say it's a done deal. What I did is I ran everything down, like I said, on both sides. I'm still on a tripod, so bear with the movement here. Black on one side, black wires right here on one side, all right, and white on this side. These wires should not be able to be pulled out of the back of the terminals. Okay, these two are the black wires that come off of your pickoff point. That's going to hook up to your TV. Your TV coax. All right. So what you need is Radio Shack sell these. I think I got this for about $3. You might have one laying around. It's the same one that's used on satellite dishes and so on. So the next thing to do is plug it in, test it, and see what goes on. So I am amongst a lot of woods, like I showed you in the beginning, and the key test is going to be in the summertime when everything's in full bloom. So I'm not going to wait that long to get the video uploaded. So I'm just going to see if I can see all the channels without rotating this around. That'll be a key thing. I don't have to rotate an antenna around. All right, look at that. All right, I got 3 channels. I just programmed it, and I'm going to go up and down channels, see what it does. I think that's how you go up and down channels on this thing. Let's see. How come I can't move up and down channels? I don't know about this TV. Anyway, I got a channel. That's the key thing. I got a signal, and what I did is I ran it. Let me turn on some light here. That's all the cording down there, and I have it running up into the attic, and the attic's in the hallway out there. So that works out good, and it looks like it's not losing any no distortion whatsoever, nothing. So maybe I need to put it even higher to get some more channels, getting a clear landing or whatever. But the key thing is the antenna is working, and look how beautiful that is. Nice, crisp, clear. I wanted to take a break here and show you exactly where I put it. Okay, we're going up in the darkness of the attic. Let me hit the light here. We have some light, And that's where I put it. See if I can back up a little bit on the camera. Alright, so you can see I got it up as high as I can on top of some boxes down to the floor. So put it way up there. So I can't go any higher than where it is without actually getting out in the weather. And you can still hear the TVs doing good. So I do have a channel. The key thing is all those coat hangers and everything works. And nice, crisp, and clear. But, one thing I want to point out is I have 50 feet of cable on there going up to the attic. That's only maybe about 10 feet away, actually. And there's no amplifier on that cable. So no preamp, no amp. And that is coming in no distortion whatsoever, like on my rotating one that I have to keep tuning in and all that. So it's really good, really good. So I am so sure that you'll get much more HD channels out of this than what I am doing if they're out without trees and no buildings around you and stuff like that. All right. I figured it out. I figured out how to change channels. Okay, so that's a pretty up close. It's filling the whole screen. Look at that. I want to go up another channel. Go up another channel. That's 3 channels, I think, that I get. That's what I get. 3 channels. And, you know, hey, that's a lot better than nothing at all. All right. Finally, hey, if you like the video, check out my other one. Subscribe. I'm just having a ball with this one. And I give a lot of credit to the original creator of this. And definitely going to cite him on this video. All right. Thanks a lot. And have a Merry Christmas. I know this is done on the 21st of January. Oh, 21st of December. Hey, we survived the day. All right. So, hey, take care of yourselves. Bye.